Alright guys, welcome to my Masterpiece Sessions. This is a new series I'm looking to do on films that I consider masterpieces, great movies from Asia in particular. This is really inspired by seeing other YouTubers do epic film challenges where they're watching films from the Film See Before You Die book. But what I really wanted to do was see films that I really love and talk about films that I've seen in the past that I absolutely love, which I consider absolute masterpieces. So hence the name Masterpiece Sessions. This is the first one, and the film I've chosen is In the Mood for Love, the film directed by Wong Kar Wai and released in the year 2000. It stars Maggie Cheung and Tony Leung. Tony Leung plays a man called Chow, who is a writer of martial arts novels, books, and Sue, played by Maggie Cheung, is a sort of housewife. They live next door to each other, and they build this sort of platonic relationship, where she's helping him write his books. Because she's really into the novels. During that time, they're both married. Their spouses sort of have an affair, and they do find out this during the beginning of the film, and it's their relationship which is, they try to keep platonic whilst there is love there, and they try to keep it under wraps. It is set in 1962, and conservative China in the 1960s was sort of under scrutiny to have relationships between men and women, especially if they're married. So this is really shown in the film with the other neighbours staring at them, watching them. The film is absolutely beautiful. That it shows so much of the time of 1960s, and the way Maggie Cheung is like represented in the film. She's absolutely beautiful. She wears authentic clothing for the 1960s. The relationship, the passion in that film, you can see that they're in love. They absolutely love each other, but whilst they do not want to be represented as people committing infidelity, and they don't want to be as bad as their partners. At the same time, they both don't divorce their partners. They're still with their partners at the time during the relationship. So it is quite tragic at the same time of being beautiful and seeing their relationship. The film has one of the most beautiful cinematography I've ever seen in cinema. It was done by Christopher Doyle, who most people know for doing Hero, the Jet Li movie, which he's just a master of colour, texture and light, and this film really shows such beautiful colour, such great lighting, and little elements that you see in the film, like the framing. Every time you see the two main cast, it's always within a frame. It's just done so beautifully. I can't say enough how gorgeous this film is. It is one of the most beautiful films to come out from Hong Kong, but this is very something that Wong Kar Wai does a lot. His films are beautiful at the same time. Along with working with Christopher Doyle, who he works with a lot, you do see such beauty in their films. Christopher Doyle did have to be replaced later on due to scheduling issues, because the film did overrun its schedule, and it was taken over by another great cinematographer, which is Mark Lee Ping Bin. He's another great master. So it was done in great hands there. There's a lot in this film which is just beautiful. The soundtrack is fantastic. There's a lot of Latin music, as it was very popular in the 1960s in Hong Kong. Also, the theme tune is Yumeji's theme from Yumeji, the Seijin Suzuki film. This was done because Wong Kar Wai was great friends with the composer for Yumeji's soundtrack, and he asked him if he could use that film as he had the rights to it. So it really suits the film really well, and just it's got a really nice slow pacing to it, which is just fantastically done. The film done absolutely phenomenal in the year it came out as well. In Cannes it was nominated for the Palme d'Or. Tony Leung won Best Actor, whilst both cinematographers won the technical grand prize, which is just phenomenal. It just goes to show how beautiful this film is. I can't say enough really, and it is a fantastic masterpiece, and a film that I just recommend for anyone to watch. It's always been in my top 5 films of all time, and I really want to shout about this film from the windows and just say you have to watch this film, and it's just so inspirational to watch it. Wong Kar Wai will probably feature a lot in this series of videos that I'll be doing, because he has done some great masterpieces in his time, and I hope he carries on doing these films. He doesn't do a lot of films. This is why Christopher Doyle doesn't really work with him as much now. During the Grandmaster, Christopher Doyle was working on other films because of the scheduling issues. As Wong Kar Wai doesn't make a film, he makes a film once every 5-7 years. But yeah, guys, you have to watch this film. It's absolutely fantastic. If you want to get it on Blu-ray, I think there's only a Region A by Criterion, Region A, which is also a Korean edition, and I think there may be a Hong Kong edition. If you haven't got a Region 3 Blu-ray player, then get it on DVD. I know it was released by Tartan a few years ago, and I can't recommend it enough. Even if you get it on DVD, please go get this movie. It is fantastic. So thanks for watching, guys. This is the first in the series. Hopefully I'll do some more weekly if I can. And let me know what you think. Comment below, subscribe, click like, and I'll see you next week, guys. Take it easy.